Hey, what's up, everybody? So, if you don't know, today Donnie and I went to Disneyland. It's kind of hot, unexpected. So Donnie and I mostly stayed on the side, in the shade. Um, it worked out great because all my friends were cool. We were just hanging out. And then it started getting later. And the night before, last night, we heard the fireworks go off, and they said they go start at 9:30. So tonight we were out there, and it was about 8:30. I said, okay, I better leave. We'll take Donnie to the hotel. So Johnny, and I started taking off, and well, people were getting ready for the fireworks. So we're headed in the right direction, and then people just started running into me, running into Donnie, running into Johnny. Nobody apologizes. Just just freaking rude people, right? And they were pushing us around so much that we got lost. So we went the wrong way. And so we asked an employee, hey, how do we get out? They sent us one way, and we got to the next employee. We're like, yeah, we're trying to get this way. Are we going the right way? Oh, no, you're going the wrong way. And then every time somebody would run into me, somebody would run into Donnie. Nobody apologizes. And it's just like, what's up with people nowadays? And I noticed it for many, many years now. I don't know how long, but at least I can remember as far back as when I was married. My wife would get so pissed off at people like, my husband's in a wheelchair. What, say sorry. And people just don't care because they want to get in front of you, or they want their seat in the front so they can look at the fireworks or this. So it ended up to where we got to another section where they push us, and I'm finally like, you know what, sir, where's the bathroom? I need to take my dog to the bathroom because there's only certain places in Disneyland you can take your dogs. And Donnie was just letting me know, Dad, I gotta go number two, Dad, I gotta go number two. And so I'm rushing to find it. But then I start asking, okay, I don't need to get out of here. I need to find him a bathroom. He's got to go to the bathroom. I got sent to like six more different places, no bathrooms. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 9:15. The fireworks are about to start. So then I start asking again, hey, I need to get out of here before the fireworks. My dog is going crazy. He's going to get scared. So we start heading out the way they told us. Well, they sent us the wrong way. So then I realized where I was, and I was like, oh, folks, I got to go back that way. Sorry, sir, at this time of night, you can't go that way. I'm like, I need to get out of here. I need to get my dog home before the fireworks. Well, sir, you're not allowed to go that way. You got to go this way. So they sent me on like a half-hour walk. Donnie's still trying to go to the bathroom. And we get to the end, and they're like, oh, you can't get to your hotel from here. You got to go the other way. So I go all the way back again. And this time I saw the same guy, and I was like, he's like, well, you can't go this way. I said, sir, you know what? You sent me the wrong way. I said, the fireworks are starting. Look at my dog. He's scared. I need to get him home, and I need to get him to the bathroom. And he's like, well, the bathroom's. I said, you know what, sir? The last time he told me where the bathroom was, it was wrong. At this point, I need to get my dog out of the park. He's jumping and freaking out because of the fireworks. And so it took me 10 minutes to convince them to let me go the shorter distance to get out of the park, which is okay. I mean, the rules are rules, right? But then so many people kept running in front of me. They knocked Donnie over. Some guy fell over Donnie. No apologies. People running into me. And I'm like, excuse me, I got to get around you. And they just gave me a dirty look, and I couldn't get around. So I went the wrong way again. And I just say in society, so many people are so rude. Then we're on the way out, and this lady, she cuts in front of Donnie. She almost steps on his toe. And I said, it's okay, Donnie. I know there's stupid people in the world that only care about themselves and don't look where they're going. They're fucking idiots. Because I was fed up by that. And Johnny behind me is like, yeah, Eddie, they're fucking idiots. And this lady's like, you gonna cuss at me anymore? I was like, you know what, ma'am? You just cut in front of me. You almost stepped on my dog. You didn't apologize because you weren't looking where you were going. You were too more important looking at your boyfriend. I said, I need to go. And she started yelling at me. And I was like, you know what, ma'am? My dog is afraid of the fireworks. I'm trying to get out of here. She's like, well, that's your fault for bringing your fucking dog. And I said, you know what, lady? I've been trying to get out of here for 2 hours. And she just started cussing me out. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you, you fucking bitch. And just kept on going. I got to that point because people, they just don't care anymore. People are so rude, and I don't understand why people, you know, oh my god, I got to get in front of all the people, right? They're like 7 feet tall. They got to be in front of everybody else. So I'm sorry if I'm ranting, but it was just, I had a great day at Disneyland. Donnie, it was hot, but Donnie and I were able to stay cold. We sat in the shade. We sat in the water. Everything was great. People were nice until it came time for you got to get in for the fireworks. And oh, I got to get the front row. I got to get the front row. And they're just so rude. People, just be nice. What's so hard about that? It took me almost 2.5 hours to get out of the park because of how rude people were. And they wouldn't let me by. And I was so upset because Donnie's going scared. And Donnie is my life. If you guys don't know that, then you don't know me. I felt so awful that he had to sit there in the fireworks because people were being so rude to us. So, just saying, stop being dickheads, people. Stop being dickheads.